right, week 6, here we go. So I had to get this early. I was planning to do it at 8 o'clock, but something came up on my schedule. So might as well do this live broadcast right now to make sure everything's okay. Everything looks good. That's good. How you guys doing? Week 6, IHSA Football. A lot of conversation starting before week 1 that we were going to see how this plays out. And so far, I can say we've done a good job. I think the coaches have done a wonderful job. I think the high school, the ADs have done a wonderful job. Games were prepared that teams couldn't play. Contact tracing happened a little bit in the middle of the season. But so far, so good. And some kids got to play some football that they absolutely love, and that's the most important thing about Illinois high school football, important about all high school football, is that these kids get to play a game that they love. Again, my name is Coach Big Pete, a.k.a. Peter Lionwilber of DeepDishFootball.com. Make sure you visit DeepDishFootball.com. Follow Coach Big Pete on Deep Dish Football on Twitter, Facebook, and I'm also on Instagram. My email is coachbigpete.fp@gmail.com. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Any recruiting questions, any huddle questions, go ahead and ask me. I got a couple emails that I know I have to finish up and reply to tonight, but they will be replied to. But overall, everything is looking good for week 6, and there's been a lot of teams that have dropped out and can't play at the end of their season early. Understandable that they couldn't find a game to play, or the Illinois Health Department restricted their travel, how far that they could travel to play a football game. Completely understandable. It is what it is. We can't do anything about that. But overall, it's been a great spring season of football. Am I going to remember this spring football season? Not that much. I'm just happy that we can get into more of a preparing mood for the fall season. We got the the summer college camps, the summer showcases to look forward to. Then we got the 7-on-7, hopefully 7-on-7, and then we can get into fall football. But this was a great season to send out the class of 2021 football players. They deserve it for all the crap that they've went through. But I'm happy to hear and see everything is going good. And again, there are a bunch of hiccups. There are a bunch of teams that are not going to be playing for week 6. But it's what you have to accept it. And it sucks, but I'm just happy that they were able to play 3, 4, 5, 6 games. But it's good. It really is good. And we can look forward towards the fall season. I'm not going to be doing Breakfast with Coach Big Pete this Sunday, but this is probably the last live broadcast. This will be the last live broadcast till August. So, but thank you guys for joining for a few weeks, even though I had some mishaps, which I did. I had some horrible mishaps. But again, thank you guys so much for joining. All right. And as you guys know, in January, I did a fundraiser, and I want to give back to the communities. And I said, okay, I will advertise businesses for free. And these are the businesses that have helped out a lot, and they have not paid 1 single cent. Keep an eye out, look out for these guys. Susie Sheehan, State Farm Insurance in Lockport, Illinois. AC Graphics, I'll put the stuff on the post. Art of Football Podcast, keep an eye out for Art of Football Podcast 365. They do a wonderful job. And Patrick Shannon, he's a coach at St. Charles North. He's got a book. I forgot what it was, but I'll put the link as well on this video. You got to check it out. But Art of Football Podcast, big shout out to them. Bryce and Gannon, Patrick Shannon, his book, AC Graphics, and Susie Sheehan, State Farm Insurance. Definitely keep an eye out for them as well. Big recruiting news is that Tyler Morris from Nazareth has committed to Michigan. I don't think that was much of a surprise. Friends with J.J. McCarthy. J.J. McCarthy is now at the University of Michigan. Tyler Morris is a hell of a wide receiver. Really was one of the main weapons this season for Nazareth. Got injured, but the kid is an absolute stud. And Michigan has got a great wide receiver. They have a great future. They got a great group of players coming in. they're a team to look out for, and it's going to be a tough one especially against their rivals, against Ohio State. And Iroquois West, I'm forgetting his name, the big offensive tackle. He committed to the University of Illinois. And again, Brett Bielema is making a huge statement with Illinois recruiting in the state of Illinois. Big shout out to him. He's doing a wonderful job. So, the games for Deep Dish Football's Week 6 IHSA Games of the Week. Again, a lot of games were canceled. Batavia versus Wheaton North, a huge Duquesne thing. Wheaton North beat Wheaton Warrenville South a couple weeks back. Batavia lost to Wheaton Warrenville South, but they won their other game against Glenbar North last week, if I'm not mistaken. Batavia, again, looks unbelievable. Wheaton North, very great team. Ross Stransdale, their linebacker / tight end, he's a player to keep an eye on from Wheaton North. But that's going to be a huge game. It's being played at NIU, the NIU football field. Should be a good game. Also, another NIU football game. St. Charles North takes on Wheaton Warrenville South. The big thing for that would be St. Charles North's defense facing up against that Wheaton Warrenville offense. Peyton Brown, their quarterback, is on. Not Peyton Brown. I'm thinking of a past St. Charles North thing. Brown, the quarterback at Wheaton Warrenville South. He is a stud. He threw a 99-yard record touchdown, and he is on fire right now. And St. Charles North, that secondary is going to be huge if they want to have any success. Another game, Marion versus Carbondale. Keep an eye out for Carbondale. They had a little bit of a tough season at the beginning of the first 2 games, but they've been on fire. Marion is definitely a team to watch out for this fall in 2021. Big game, conference championship game, Triad versus Mascata. I mispronounced that name. I do apologize for that, but Mascata's got a hell of a quarterback. A hell of a wide receiver, great passing attack. Triad's got a nice group of linebackers and a good running attack as well. It's going to be a hell of a game as Mascata takes on Triad for the conference championship game. Lincoln Way East versus Lincoln Way West. Hopefully that game is not canceled. That's another good game. Lincoln Way West is playing good football, but I think Lincoln Way East has got a little bit of the favorites. Lincoln Way East is just, they're unstoppable, to be honest. They're unstoppable. Another game, LaSalle Peru beat Morris. LaSalle Peru is taking on Kalen. This is a tough game. Kalen's got a hell of a running back for LaSalle, and with LaSalle Peru, great offensive and defensive line for that team. They had a great game against Morris, fourth quarter play to win the game, and they are looking great. It should be a good game as LaSalle Peru takes on Kalen. Mount Carmel versus Brother Rice is always a huge game. Definitely 2 teams to check out. I'm very interested to see the youngsters of both teams, especially the juniors right now and the sophomores for both teams. Mount Carmel, Jordan Lynch, he's going to be graduating. Brother Rice, Jack Lausch is their star quarterback too. And they have a young defensive line. Brother Rice will be interesting as they face against that Mount Carmel dominant offensive line. Another kid to keep an eye out for Mount Carmel is Samuel Singleton. And they also have a great athletic quarterback for next year in Mount Carmel. Definitely a team to check out as they take on Brother Rice. Next game, Oswego versus Manuka. Manuka always plays great football. Oswego is playing a tremendous football right now. I believe both have 1 loss, if I'm not mistaken. It's going to be a great game, huge game in that Suburban Prairie Conference, whatever it's called. But definitely interesting game. Keep an eye out for Oswego's passing attack, especially as we get into the fall. For Manuka, I consider this was a great season for them, a spring season, and it's something to build on into their fall season. That's definitely a conference to behold. Buffalo Grove versus Palatine. Buffalo Grove versus Palatine is another big game. Buffalo Grove has got 2 great defensive linemen and a nice little rushing attack going against Palatine, who has got a great group of youngsters. Bostic, he's a hell of a wide receiver. Clue's another senior wide receiver too, /DB. It's going to be an interesting game as Buffalo Grove takes on Palatine. Next, United Township versus Sterling. Kane, the running back from United Township, is blowing up the record books. He's having a hell of a season, and the main thing for Sterling is how can they stop that running attack. On United Township, for the defensive side of the ball, It'll be very interesting again to stop the running attack of Sterling. It's going to be a smash mouth game. That's my personal feeling. Next game, Bishop Mack versus St. Francis. I'm going to give the slightest edge to St. Francis. They're unstoppable. Tommy Rittenhouse is their quarterback. Bishop Mack, they're still young. Again, looking forward to that Bishop Mack going into the fall is going to be very interesting. Very interesting team as we get into the fall with Bishop Mack. So that is my games of the week. I'm forgetting the NUIC game. There's one big NUIC game, huge small school football game as well. This was just a quick thing put together. Hopefully, let's see if there's any questions. Looking for questions. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. So, yeah. Just looking for questions. Couldn't find any questions. And again, this will be on YouTube as well for tomorrow. Just some quick reminders for you guys. Summer camp showcases, they're coming up. Showcases are fun and all, but I stress the summer college camps. The college camps are great ways for exposure. University of Indianapolis, I put the thing up. Check it out. I'm still waiting on North Central. Lake Forest camp, check it out too. Lake Forest College Camp, that's a huge camp as well. And with June 1st being the official date of people able to contact football, junior incoming senior football players and contact and all that other stuff, is great for that the NCAA is doing that. So it should be very interesting as well. What else? Another thing too, IHSA is probably going to delay their summer for summer practice. I won't be surprised if it starts in July. That's just my personal feeling. Again, I stress this with parents and all this other stuff and kids. The biggest thing for your recruiting is your relationship with your head coach. Please have a positive relationship with your head coach and coaches on the coaching staff as well. Again, pay for recruiting services are a scam. They're going to start attacking after the season. Do not pay for recruiting services. Fill out the free recruiting questionnaires on college websites as well. And that is, I'm trying to figure out anything anymore. And if you'd like my work, feel free to leave a tip via PayPal. Link below. This has been sort of a quick one. I'm going to see if you have any questions. Hopefully my sound is working. All right. Well, that is it. I can't find the questions. I know there's comments. So, but thanks again for joining. Follow Coach Big Pete and Deep Dish Football on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. My email is coachbigpete@gmail.com. Sorry if this was a fast, quick one. I'm sorry. I should have announced it more. Just another quick reminder too. I got asked by a parent today if I'm going to start back my recruiting advice. It's absolutely free. I probably will start my free recruiting advice sessions. It's either via phone or webcam. I talk to you and your son about recruiting. It's absolutely free. And again, all I got to say is this. Just remember this. College football recruiting is free. All the other BS is just a pure scam. NCASA is a scam. NUC, that's another scam. Just all those services that are charging you money is a total scam. Recruiting is free. Just remember that. And that is it. Follow Coach Big Pete and Deep Dish Football on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. My email is coachbigpete@gmail.com. And, well, you got to be happy. This is week 6. I know some teams aren't playing football is because of COVID and that, but we made it through. And let's get ready for a good summer season and get into this fall season as well. But this is my last live broadcast. I will see you at the end of August. Thank you guys so much. And again, if you have any questions or any of that, please email me at coachbigpetefp@gmail.com. Thank you so much and have a lovely day.